Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you to Zach Slobin and Travis Garza. Are they amazing? Guys, I am so excited to talk to you about Say, Share, Do, because if you don't mind, I want to talk specifically about how the concept, a lot of Say, Share, Do, changed my life. And if it's okay, I'd love to tell you about my life before Isagenix. So from the outside looking in, it looked like a great life. I'm married to someone I still really love. And after a lot of years of praying for babies, we had a healthy baby girl. And then on her second birthday, we brought home boy-girl twins. And we had huge dreams. We had a neighbor that adopted a baby from Guatemala. And I remember so distinctly feeling like this just strong desire that we would fill up our house with kids and we would give and serve and contribute. But with big dreams come big bills, and we both had jobs that we needed to maintain our lifestyle. And I found that these children that I had prayed for, I was out so much, not being the present mom that I deserved, that they deserved. And I will tell you, and you can see in these pictures on the left-hand side, this was a woman who cared for our kids when I was traveling. I was chairman's preferred on US Air when that was a thing. So that meant a lot of flying with 3 babies at home. And this dinner, you can see in this dinner, I had flown in and met her for dinner so she could tell me what my kids had done that week. And if you were our friend on Facebook and you know what the Facebook highlight reel looks like, you'd say, wow, what a life. They go on really great trips. And every spring break, we took an amazing trip. And in the middle, that's Aruba. You can see these little kids. And I remember, though, being distracted. If you have a job and you're still distracted, and that's not what they deserved. And in this picture becomes so ironic in our story, but this is in St. Thomas, Frenchman's Reef in St. Thomas. This was a huge turning point in my life because I looked forward to that vacation. But I had an owner of the company who said, you have to be on this conference call. And I said, well, I'm going to be on vacation with my family. He said, you have to be on this board planning call. And I remember looking down over this beautiful setting. My husband's playing with our kids, and I'm on a board conference call. And I just thought, I am on a hamster wheel that I will never get off. And what I will tell you is that I required the one thing that money can't buy, and that is more time with the people that I loved. Is there anybody that came here because you'd love to spend more time with the people that you love the most? Here's what makes that picture so ironic, is that around that time, someone introduced me to Isagenix. And I saw the vision. As Zach said, I knew this industry. I knew compensation plans. I watched so many people across so many companies. We used to visit Isagenix. They were a client then. And I knew what this industry could do. And there was a lot of leaders that I had watched say, share, do. And guys, I jumped into it like my hair was on fire. A lot of that, figuring it out, watching what they had done. And here's what's so insane, is that 1 year later, I would go back to that exact resort. We had just won our first Isa Derby. And I stood in that exact spot, and I was so grateful. And not long after that, Isagenix would bring us home. And so I got to be a full-time mom. And if you follow me on social media, you know that we've invested for a long time in real estate at the New Jersey shore. And I love the beach so much, and so did my kids. But we only could ever go on weekends. And now we spend every summer at our beach house in New Jersey, watching them boogie board, watching them grow up, having the richest and coolest relationships with their beach friends. And what I really want to tell you is that people will tell you this is a shake company. Some insane people that know nothing will tell you it's a pyramid scheme, an MLM. They'll think it's one-dimensional. But what I want to tell you is that you get so much more from this company. And one of the things is really rich, meaningful relationships that'll impact your entire family. In this first picture, a couple that I met on that same Isa Derby, Matt and Jamie Lynn Curley, they're not financially connected to us, but they have become such great friends. Not only have they become friends, they're also twin parents with another daughter. So you can see here they are. We're visiting together on the New Jersey boardwalk. That's last summer. And last week, we sat on the beach together. Our kids have become such good friends. That's one of the greatest things that you get from this company. Guys, it becomes a family business. So this picture in the middle, my biological kids and my husband and I, and we're celebrating after Isagenix University in Philadelphia. Your kids will celebrate with you. Your family will celebrate with you, and you'll create the deepest and richest legacy that you can imagine. And one of the dreams of my heart was that we would be able to contribute and serve in a whole different way. I had felt so restless. When Janie Elo first called me and really told me how to get into action, she didn't know that I had this deep restlessness, that I felt like we could be doing so much more with our life. And I dreamed that someday we would be able to do that. And so if you know any of my story, if you heard me train at New Year's kickoff, you know that we became foster parents. And we had a little boy. I talked about him at New Year's kickoff. We had him for 18 months. We thought we'd adopt him, but he actually went home to his parents. And guys, it's a story of such victory that his parents went from being arrested on the day that we took custody to sitting for dinner at our table on Tuesday nights and after we take his parents for their GED. And so I want to tell you, if not, and the card that she wrote us on Mother's Day, she gave me a card and she said, if not for you, I would have never become the mom that he deserved. When people tell you you're in a shake company, correct them, because guys, it's so much more. It gives you the ability to do and give and serve in a whole different level than we would have ever been able to. And I'm so excited. So if you do follow me on social media and you know that I've been talking for about 18 months about our roadie girl. So I got a little baby when she was 3 months old. And I say to people that she has filled me up so much. She's 21 months old now, and we just started the process. We are adopting her. So you can see her blurred out in the picture on the end and our little boy in the top right. But this company has just given me so much, and it's so much a part of doing this exact system that we're going to talk about. Do you know some of they can't do this? Like, this business wasn't for them. The number one reason, they don't know what to say. And the number two reason is they don't have time to figure it out. And here's what is so powerful with Say. It changes the game. It's going to clear the runway for your success, and it's going to set you up for quality conversations. It literally takes all of the other excuses out so that for you and your teams, the greatest variable that we'll distill this down to is you, what you'll end up doing with this. So before we even talk about Say, we need to talk about state. And there's two things that I really want you to know about getting into state. The first is getting a cape on, and the second is a bulletproof vest. And the cape, if you know the power pose, guys, this is so essential. One of the things that I do every morning is attraction statements. And when I'm not doing it, when I get out of the habit of doing it, my business shows it. And so what that means is I take a pen to paper and I write down, today I allow myself to attract people who are. And then I list the qualities of people I'm looking for. And people are surprised that the qualities change all the time because you want to get so clear on who you're looking for. influential, networked, coachable, high money blueprint, ready, in the right season of life for growth and change, passionate. Today, I allow myself to attract people who are. Guys, it will change your business. Everyone who's ever doubted it and then challenged themselves to try that every day for 30 days, watch who shows up. It starts to get you in the right state. One of the other things that I think is so powerful to get your mind right, to get started on Say, Share, Do, are birthday messages. It's one of the easiest things that you can do. You guys have Facebook, and every day, Facebook tells you who on your friends list is having a birthday. And what I love to do is I go to Facebook Messenger, I hold down the microphone button, and I say, oh my word, Kathy, I noticed it was your birthday today. I wanted to take a second and wish you the most fabulous day. I hope it's the start of the most abundant and ridiculously awesome year of your entire life. And guys, I'm smiling when I say that. What I like to add at the end, if there's someone that I've known for a long time, I might say, do you remember in 10th grade when we had that amazing birthday party for you? I have such awesome memories of that. It is a gift when we remember people and we bring them back and we remind them that they are thought of. That is a gift that feels so good. And here's what I found is that I've built this business and I've built my network so that there are people, and I have no idea how we've connected. They're a foster parent, they're a twin parent. I met them at an Orange Theory. I don't know how. And this is what you do for those people. I say, Eric, I have no idea how we originally connected, but I'm so glad that we did. I absolutely love that post with your daughter and your wife. They are so gorgeous. And I feel like, guys, people appreciate that so much. We live in a world where if people can be bothered to acknowledge your birthday, people will write HBD on your wall. In an HBD world, be the person who takes a few seconds to wish someone the most abundant and incredible year. Isn't that powerful? Wouldn't you want to be wished that? So not only does that get you into a great state because you're smiling and excited and having great memories, but do you know what happens? Most people will write you back and say, that was the coolest thing that anyone has ever done. I love that you reminded me of that birthday party. I don't know how we connected either, but I've been watching your feed. People write you back. But what I love is teaching my team to do this. Because guess what? A lot of people are scared to reach out and start say. But what does this teach us? It conditions us that writing to people is great. People write you back and have wonderful things to say. And doesn't that feel good? And I believe so much in having an energy of attraction. When you are putting that kind of goodness out to people, that kind of amazingness comes back to you. So the bulletproof vest. So let's just talk about that, because what we have is an incredible gift. But not everyone is in the right season of life or ready for what we have to offer. And that's okay. So I want to tell you one of the things that I always remember. When I was in high school, I worked at this incredible restaurant. It was called Cavada's Brinton Lodge in suburban Philadelphia. And this restaurant was delicious, amazing food. But in particular, at 4 a.m. every day, a woman who was an elderly woman, her name was Edna would come in to make her apple pie. And it was the most remarkable pie that you can even imagine. She would peel the apples, cinnamon. You could smell it when you walked in the door. It was incredible. Many people came just for her apple pie, but many didn't. And I was a server there. And so imagine that you're finished eating your dinner, and I walk up to your table and I say, would you like to see a dessert menu? Some people ate too much. Some people didn't want to see it. Now, I know what I have, Edna's apple pie, and Edna is not young. So I don't know if you're going to be able to get it again. But I promise you guys, if you said no, you didn't hurt my feelings. It's not about me or Edna or her apple pie. You ate too much. That's not my fault. We have to start treating this like Edna's apple pie. Would you like to see a dessert menu? Would you like to see a dessert menu? Why are we stopping asking people? We know what it is, what we have. We know what we have a hold of, but we stop asking people because we think it's about us. I promise you, you can no longer get Edna's apple pie, but I promise you, people are still asking about the dessert menu. We never stop. Here's the other mistake that I made early on. We should expect that there's going to be no. You should anticipate that there's going to be yes, but you should expect that there's going to be no. I used to think that everyone said yes to Susan Sly. Everyone said yes to Kelly Dickerhoof. If she came near someone, I figured that magical unicorn sparkles flew from their mouth and everyone wanted to do what they were doing. Even the best leaders, the most skilled salespeople in the entire world, people with the most ridiculous transformations and all the language, get no. And I shared this with my team recently, and I hesitated because it's vulnerable. But guys, I ask a lot of people, so I get a lot of no. And sometimes I get hard no. So I will tell you a really quick story that happened about 2 months ago, and my team can attest that I shared this in our team page. On a Sunday at 3 o'clock, a girl that I went to high school with said, I am so excited to get started. I'm going to send you my information. I'm already looking for 2 people to try it with me. And so I thought that was wonderful, and I'm waiting. Keep refreshing. She should be sending this information any minute. She probably has maybe so many people, she's going to have to wait to get back to me. 11:59, okay, we're going to miss this week, but she's going to do it. I write her and I said, just checking. On a Tuesday, I write her again. We extended free shipping, so I just wanted to let her know you can still capitalize on that awesome promotion. Nothing. Something has happened, clearly, because she said she wanted to do it. And I write her again on a Thursday, hey, if you were being serious about getting started, let me know. Nothing. But on Saturday, I hear back from her, and she said, listen, I don't like your style. I don't really appreciate how gimmicky you are, and I'm going to find another consultant. That's kind of a hard no. So she's saying she's not going to sign up with those 2 people. Okay. Well, guess what? 4 years ago, that might have taken me out of the game for a little bit. That hurts. You went to high school with me, and you said you wanted to do it, and I just asked you, do you still want to do it? And you didn't. I'm not sure what part that was about me. Guess what? It's not about you. It's not about me. I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to change my style because she didn't like it. And you shouldn't either. It makes me want to ask more people. If anyone enrolled her, good luck. But here's the deal. This is where your attitude can shift. When we just change this one thing and fake it until it becomes part of you. It becomes part of my DNA. You know what I thought? I am so grateful to her for self-selecting out of my team. Can you imagine if she would have gotten started? We would not have been a good match. She didn't like my style for asking if she wanted to do it. She surely wouldn't have liked my style if she wanted to do the business. So isn't that a good thing? Shouldn't we be grateful for the people who self-select out? Thank you. Thank you to her. You aren't ready? Thank you. Why would you want to waste your time? Here's the thing that I really want to tell you guys. And in fact, this is a lesson we all need. Your ego is not your amigo. Someone might have looked at me in my highlight reel and said, oh, they're in Aruba. They don't need the money. Oh, please, can you imagine the grave mistake? Can you imagine the sadness? I would be on that hamster wheel. It's Monday. Oh, I'd probably be on a train in New York, maybe a flight to California, instead of here with you guys in Nashville having this much fun. But we judge people based on our own assumptions. She's too wealthy, she's too skinny, she's too fit. She would look down on MLM. That person would judge me. Can you guys look at the person next to you and tell them your ego is not your amigo? Can we all say that? And I'm going to tell you in particular, I'm going to tell you a really quick story about how I know this to be true. So one of the things that our team did, and I honestly will challenge you guys, do this exercise. Print out your Facebook friends list. I want you to go through it, and I want you to send a message to every single person on your friends list. And the only disqualifier is that they're already using Isagenix. So I thought this was a wonderful exercise, and I looked at my team and I said, I commit to do it along with you. And I thought that was such a great idea until I got to A for Andy. I know there's some people, Franklin and Marshall College. I know there's some people here. So Andy went to college with me. He was one of my great friends, one of the best looking guys in our college, played football, married this fabulous woman who I just adore. They had these 2 beautiful kids. In fact, she was on maternity leave with her second. She worked just like me. I worked at Citibank. She worked at another bank in New York. And Andy, I'm going to write everyone except Andy. And do you guys know that feeling that, like, I can't rate this person. He's going to laugh. Everyone in my college is going to laugh at me. They're going to say, are you crazy? You would rate Andy and think he would be interested in joining you in your little adventure. But I made a commitment to the team. So I will tell you guys, I got armored up, bulletproof vest, and I sent Andy a message, and it said something like, Andy, I don't know if you've seen my posts on Facebook, but I'm looking for 2 kinds of people that are looking to transform their health and people that are looking to create some income while they sleep through a virtual franchise in the health industry. You are so unbelievably influential and networked. I'm wondering if you know anyone like that. Send. And my heart was about beating out of my chest. Like, oh my gosh. And do you know that feeling you send a message to someone at the top of your chicken list and you're just waiting for them to respond and waiting? I'm looking back at my messenger, refresh. Nope, no message back. By now, I feel that he's probably has sent this to everyone that we were ever friends with, and they're laughing. I'm waiting for the texts and the phone calls to come in. Another day goes by. One more day, in my inbox is Andy. And he said, Jessica, it is so serendipitous that you wrote me this email, or you wrote me this message, because Maya, his wife, was just saying to me yesterday how much she is dreading returning to work. And she said, Andy, I love health and wellness. What could I do to create some income from home? So I could have skipped over Andy, and Maya could have never heard about Isagenix. But guys, they will be home and be a full-time family. That's what happens when you realize your ego is not your amigo. People need what we have. And here's the other thing that I want to talk to you about is it's how you say it. Hayden Vavra could say something, Tyler Dickerhoof could say something, they could read from the exact same script, and one of them could have a better ratio of people saying yes. It's how you say it. Delivery matters so much. And if you guys want more yes, does anybody in here want more people to say yes to Isagenix? So I had a lot of really successful sales teams in corporate America, and I will tell you that 2 of the qualities that I think are so unbelievably magnetic, the first one is certainty. Guys, you know this stuff works. Did you look at the 100-pound club last night? The products are not on trial. I know that I've heard that from some people. We have a gift. Did you see the amount of people that walked across this stage for 6-figure earners? The business opportunity works. But why, when I heard you out on the street last night, sharing with strangers, which I love, but why did I hear a question in your voice? Certainty has a sound, but it has an energy, and it's magnetic. I will tell you, I had an aunt, and she wrote me, and she said, Jessica, I've seen what you guys are doing on Facebook. I'm up about 20 pounds. I'm locked out of all of the clothes in my closet, and I want to go out dancing with your uncle again. So some people might ask questions to her they're not questions, but they have a question mark on the end. Well, maybe we could get you started. This might work for you. Maybe I could add you to my testimonials page. My aunt needs a solution. Why am I asking her a question at the end of my voice? What I'm going to say is, Aunt Joyce, I understand exactly how you feel. There are so many people that felt like you. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add you to a testimonials page, and you're gonna see people who felt like you felt. And we're gonna set you up for an unbelievable transformation. You're gonna get back into your clothes, you're gonna slip into your jeans, and you and my uncle are gonna be out dancing. That's what certainty sounds like. When you're lost, have you ever been lost in a neighborhood that's a little bit unsavory? Can you imagine rolling down your window and saying to someone, "Can you please help me find my way?" And they say they're not from around there either. How does that feel to you? But imagine that same scenario, and you roll down your window and someone says, "Absolutely, I know exactly where you need to go. Make a left at the stop sign. There's gonna be a red truck in the driveway. There's gonna be a barking dog across the street, and you'll be there." Doesn't that have a different feel? Certainty matters. The second thing that matters is indifference. People want to know. I enrolled 50 people in my first 2 months with a full-time job, our real estate, and 3 little kids. And people say, "How did you do it?" Here's what I want to tell you. Because I had to tell people, "Do you want to do it or not?" It's amazing. I know how awesome it is. But if they didn't want to do it, it's fine. I love them anyway. It's amazing. I know what we have. Are you in? Awesome. If not, it's totally fine. We have to stop being married to people's outcomes because that isn't the most attractive factor. The most attractive factor is if someone says, "It's awesome." It may or may not be for you. I think you'd love it. I know it's awesome, right? Does that feel like an attractive force? Certainty and indifference, it matters. The other piece I want to tell you is passion is a business strategy. When I used to train our teams, people would say, "How in the world did you get a meeting with someone of the caliber of a Jim Coover?" And I would say, one of the best strategies you can use in the sales world is excite and confuse. So we would walk into a meeting with someone, imagine someone of Jim's caliber, and he would say, "I have no idea what we're meeting about, but you were so excited, I knew we couldn't miss out." Guys, be on fire for what we have. Isn't it fun to be around people who are excited? When people talk about Isagenix and they're excited, you want to be around that. Your story matters. It truly does, and there's amazing templates in our IsaLife Success Plan that'll help you build your story, fill in the blanks. But you look at this slide and you see your story matters much less than the story of the transformation that we can offer to someone else. Their story matters the most. Guys, grab your IsaLife Success Plan, pages 4 and 5. You're gonna need it because this is important, and this is the heart of what's gonna change your business. These are the scripts. And what I want you to know is some people get a little uncomfortable because they say, "Well, that doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like something I'd say." Well, from one associate to another, I just want you to look at this, and I want you to see these scripts were written by the masters in this business. Zach Slobin, unicorn sparkles do truly fly from his mouth, and he's a huge part of these scripts. But you'll see the components in every one are why, what, and want to. Why would someone want to do this? What is it? And do you want to? If you look at any one of these scripts, you'll see it has those 3 components. So if you choose to say this in your own words with your own flair, I encourage you, those are the 3 ingredients to a very compelling message. The first thing that I want you to do, guys, is get your dream team together. This has become such a driving, changing force in our team this year. How do you build, attract, and develop your dream team? And I will tell you, there's also a memory jogger in your success plan. I say to people, you know what? One of the key elements that I found, besides your attraction statements, is finding people who are like you. So I have people come to me and they go, "I am looking for some trainers, some gym owners, some people that are already mega fit." I'm like, you're a twin mom who likes to crochet and read books. Why don't we start with looking for people who like the things that you like? Because it's fun for me to build a team with people who understand what it's like to have delivered 2 babies at one time. you'll see that my team is filled with people who also have twins, who also are foster parents, who like Orange Theory. I like building teams with people who like what I like. It's really fun to do that. So you're gonna first come up with an amazing list. People who have qualities in common with you. They're influential, driven, they have a big vision and a burning desire for change. You're gonna find those people. When we reach out to our dream team, we have certain scripts. For people that haven't started yet, you'll see that this one says, "Hey, Adrian, any interest in starting a health and wellness system with me?" So there is the what and the want to. Here is the why. I'm ready to lose the baby weight and feel like myself again. You want to change your business? Show everyone that you get started how to do this. One of the ways that we've created so many consultants is that it becomes a part of our enrollment process. We say to people, address, flavors, who are the 2 people that are going to try this with you? Because here's what I know about human nature. We'll quit on ourselves, but we'll show up for our friends. I don't want to go to the gym at 5 in the morning, but I committed to Anna and Erica that I was going to be there, so I will show up. Right? That's how we get people to share this. And then what you're going to teach them is how to send a message like this. Why, what, want to. For the business, you're going to share the opportunity. I think this is such a powerful thing. But as Eden Slobin has taught me, it's so important that people hear your voice. All of these scripts are in your book, but you'll see that I love this through voice messenger or through a call. I use the Facebook Messenger. You push down the microphone, and I would send this message. "Hey, Kim, I was recently introduced to an amazing global health and wellness company called Isagenix." The what? "I've only been using their system for 15 days, and I've experienced the most incredible difference in my energy." Why, what, and want to. Look at that full script in your ISO Life Success Plan, and you can teach people how to do that. Facebook posts. Another amazing thing is social media, teaching people how to use social media. What you do, there's posts here before and after the box arrives. And you'll show them that when people post on Facebook, you're going to have people commenting. And you're going to teach people that when people comment, you're going to reply back right on your post, and then you're going to, as quickly as possible, take it to Messenger. And I encourage you to let them hear the passion in your voice. Use that voice messenger. Get them on the phone. It so matters. Private messages, they're going to be key. There's all scripts for these in your book. Guys, I'm going to invite you to do something. I want you to actually send your own message. There is probably someone that you've been thinking of that you wish was sitting next to you. And I want you to grab your phone. And guys, I want you to do, this is what I would send. If I was actually going to be sitting in your seat right now, this is the message that I would send. You can copy this one, you can write your own, but I'm going to encourage you, grab your phones. We're going to give you a minute just to send this. And I want you, once you're done, I want you to come right back to me because I'm going to tell you the 2 things that I believe have been the biggest game changers in my business. So we're going to give you a minute just to do that. The one person that you want at this event with you next year, the one person that you believe would be the most exceptional business partner. I hope you guys are going to the top of your chicken list. I already wrote to Andy, though, so if anybody's writing to Andy, I already got that covered. The number 1 person on your chicken list. And what I might say is, hey, friend, I'm sitting at this amazing conference, and you keep popping into my mind. I hope you don't think I'm totally insane, but I so believe you could light the world on fire with this, and I can completely imagine you sitting next to me at the next one. When do you have 15 minutes to chat with me this week? And that's what I would say. That's truly my language, so make this your language. All right, guys, come back to me, though. Put your phones away so we can honor it. Just like Zach said, let's really be present. And you know you're gonna get responses. And the good thing is, you're going to get responses, and Zach and Trudy are gonna tell you exactly what to do with those. But here are two of the things that I believe changed my business. A lot of people believe that you can send someone a message once, and that's it. I have people from our team here that I promise you I wrote to 20 times. But what I wanna tell you is, the average person takes 7 times to hear and be exposed to Isagenix before they say yes. Imagine if you stopped it the 6th time. Imagine if someone only talked to you 6 times and it would have taken 7 for you to say yes. I will tell you that the best strategy for following up, people say to me, how long do you wait and what do you say? The absolute best strategy for follow-up to me is adding value. You can use Facebook as a distraction. I use it as a research tool. So here's an example. I wrote to a girl that I knew on Facebook, and I thought she'd be exceptional in my business. And that's exactly what I said to her. I watch what you're doing on Facebook. I think you'd be amazing at what I do. And she didn't respond. But I saw that she had posted, and she was looking for children's museums in Philadelphia. I'm an expert on children's museums in Philadelphia, so I gave her as good as I've got in a private message. And I said, hey, I noticed your post. Here's what I know about children's museums in Philadelphia. She wrote me immediately back, and she said, thank you so much. This is such helpful information. By the way, I saw your message the other day. I absolutely do want to talk to you. I've been busy. Adding value is the best business strategy and the best follow-up strategy that you will ever have. So what if you see someone posting something and you don't know anything about it? Someone asked me for restaurants in Quebec. Well, I don't know anything about that, but Yelp does, and Google is an expert at any subject you can possibly imagine. Show someone that you'll go the extra mile and Google restaurants in Quebec. Say, here, Yelp gives these a 5-star. I thought you might be interested in seeing these. I have a friend in Quebec. Let me ask them. You see people's Facebook posts, and you could write them privately. Don't comment on their picture. I write them privately, and I say, those yellow heels, killed it, loved it. Your son, I'm so proud of you. Wow, you are raising the most exceptional children. And I write to people privately because that's called adding value. Feel it authentically. You make people better than you found them, and it will bless your business. And that's the best way to follow up with people. It's not to say, we're having free shipping. Are you still wanting to do it? What do you think? Let's do it. I think you'd be great at Isagenix. I think you'd be great. That is a way to get defriended and blocked. A way to engage people is to make their life richer. The second thing, I'm gonna end with this, is ghosting. Do you guys know what ghosting means? Ghosting means that someone says they want to do it, and then they join the witness protection program. Where did you go? You said you wanted to do it, and now you're gone. Here's what I will tell you that my best strategy is when people do that. People tell me, like, I want to feel amazing. I need energy. I'm so tired all the time. I want energy. And they're gone. And so what I do is, this is the only time that I use the text voice messenger. It goes away. If you guys use your text message voice messenger, it disappears. And so what I'll do is I will say, Andy, when you said you wanted to have more energy and feel amazing, were you being serious or were you just joking around? Because if you were being serious, I want you to get started because you are gonna love it. And I send it. And then I wait a few minutes and then I type, hope that came through. And by the way, that gets about 99.9% of people to respond. Because hope that came through, even if they forget to listen, even if they're in a meeting when it comes in, hope that came through tells them it's important. And that's been such a good strategy for ghosting. Guys, I hope that the say component is something that you commit to doing at such a high level. You get to determine what this business becomes. The more that you use say, share, do, the more your business will grow. The better you will get, the more people that you can bless.